welcome back to my channel, and this is Alex of Aquarius Astrology, and this is my video for the new moon in Aquarius coming in on February 9th, 2024, which is a Friday here in California. However, as always, you'll want to adjust for your current location on the planet as the time and date may change for you. We are integrating some pretty intense new energies as of the last week or so. You may have felt that. And to be honest, the entire month of February is going to be keeping us on our toes. And we're going to talk a bit about that in this video. This is a very interesting new moon that we have to cover today. And just real quick, I wanted to let you know that if you're interested in a detailed breakdown of the first 6 months of this year, I now have my Astrology for 2024, January through June webinar up on my website, and I have discounted the price a little bit since we're already through January. But it's a great webinar where I give you a really long list of dates to watch out for, as well as intention setting guidelines for new moons and release guidelines for the full moons of the 6 months of the year. So you can head to my website at coyotestarastrology.com if you're interested in grabbing a copy of that. But what we have been feeling over the last couple days has been, let's actually come into the present. The last couple of days, I'm filming this on the 6th, have been intense because Mercury has entered Aquarius, and yesterday and the day before crossed Pluto. You can see that there. If I go back and forth, you see that he crossed over, and that illuminated this new Pluto in Aquarius energy that we are still settling into. And we will have more planets to follow on the other side of this new moon that we will speak on. But what I want to say for now is that this is a month where there's going to be things we didn't see coming happen. It's going to be a month, like I said, where it's probably going to kind of keep us on our toes. There might be some surprises. We might be engaging in things or trying things that we didn't see ourselves trying or being exposed to. Yeah, and that is because of the configuration of the chart right now, being that we have Jupiter and Uranus, two outer planets in the sign of Taurus. That means that as planets start to enter Aquarius, this Aquarius season, they're going to be forming squares to both Jupiter and Uranus. And the squares are a stress aspect that will stir to life the more erratic side of Aquarius. The more shock and awe, but also the more unsettling side of Aquarius, because this energy is a little erratic and destabilizing. And that's going to be coming in over the next few weeks. So, like I said, I think it's unlikely that things are going to go as we had planned over the next few weeks. I think there's going to be lots of little twists and turns. We're going to need to stay flexible. And I do want to say this, and this isn't something that I say very often, but I do want to say it with this new moon. I wouldn't really be, I don't want to say that I wouldn't really be intention setting with this new moon as much, in the sense that I wouldn't want to start anything new under the energies of this new moon. There's nothing stable about it. There's nothing in this new moon chart that would suggest anything put forth into this new cycle would last or be reliable in any way. I think it is a time when we are being prompted to be very innovative and think outside the box and break out of the barriers that we normally have. But Other than that, yeah, I wouldn't be doing a whole lot of like intention setting ritual around this new moon at all. That's because the new moon is in, let's go to the new moon now. The new moon is in Aquarius. That alone, there's nothing wrong with. But when we look at the ruler of the new moon, which is Uranus, Uranus is square the new moon almost exact. It's a very unstable energy right there. And unsettling to some degree, right? So this whole chart feels like I'm like getting a vision of like a family sitting down at a dinner table trying to eat a meal, and there's an earthquake and the china's rattling and things are falling off the table, and like it has that type of energy around it. And we are likely to start to feel that in the days leading up to the new moon. Now, Uranus is associated with awakening. So that is where the more innovative quality can come in. That's where we can be opening to new perspective, as I said before, that we don't normally entertain. But there is that erratic nature to it. The other big energy that we are all feeling, and this is more of an overarching feeling for the entire month of February, and that is Chiron at the North Node. Now, this is a more tender-hearted, raw, emotional signature that is going to have many of us doing a lot of healing over the month of February, and healing that is likely not easy. I actually feel Chiron in my body when Chiron is activated, and I always feel Chiron as a kind of ache, almost like where your heart hurts. There's like an ache that needs to be tended to. And with Chiron at the North Node, this is pulling everyone collectively into their solo mission at the moment, their individual mission in life. Like, where is it that you actually need to be going? What do you actually desire? But unfortunately, by proximity, because Chiron is at the North Node, it's also opposite the South Node in Libra. So this placement is going to be dredging up a lot of relationship themes for people. And because of the Chironic element, a lot of necessary healing in relationships, which is gonna mean necessarily confronting and giving attention to those places that need to be healed. So Chiron is really an initiation. Chiron is the asteroid known as the wounded healer. And as the little symbol would suggest, right? This is a key, and this is where we're meant to unlock something that is often painful to get to the greater awareness on the other side. So this is an initiation into higher consciousness. However, we have to go through the painful part first before we can get there, right? And so we are going to be looking at the parts of our relationships that are a little unwell, like a little sick maybe. Because Chiron is a healer, right? So he's coming with his little medicine bag and he's ready to get to work, and he's like, what is wrong with these relationships? And this can be a wide spectrum of things. We've talked about the South Node in Libra a lot on this channel. We've been on this journey for a little while, so these themes are nothing new. However, Chiron coming to conjunct the North Node throughout the month of February is going to make the necessity of actually doing the healing in these relationships at the forefront of our awareness. So certain relationships may go through the initiation of Chiron at the North Node and come out with deeper levels of intimacy, a rebalancing of energies throughout the relationship where there has been an imbalance that may be corrected for the better, and therefore enhance the depth of the relationship. There may be some difficult conversations where some energy is cleared. the point here with North Node in Aries is that we can't be sacrificing our truth in our relationships. There needs to be more honesty. There needs to be more transparency and authenticity amongst partners and friends. On the other hand, some relationships may not make it through the initiation for whatever reason. Maybe one or both people are not ready to grow into the North Node. The North Node is a big evolutionary leap. It requires a new level of soul maturity in order to make it through that portal, if you will. So some relationships may not, and there may be a new awareness that the relationship is not meant to continue. So this may be a month of separations. And unfortunately, if we move forward, Chiron will be conjunct the North Node exact as you can see on February 14th, which is of course a month that we normally associate with Valentine's Day. So kind of a bummer there. But like I said, I think for those that are ready and for those that it's lining up this way for, there is an opportunity actually to have a deeper level of intimacy within you and a friend or you and a lover, but you're probably going to have to do some heavy lifting emotionally to get there and really bear a part of your soul, honestly, that might be a little bit raw or difficult to share with another human being. So yes, a very interesting new moon in Aquarius and a really interesting month of February in general. Have a lot of patience with yourself this month. You are attuning to a lot of new electrical information. That's what Aquarius is. So that is absolutely happening. If you have been feeling it, that's why. Yeah, get good rest and support your nervous system throughout this month. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and a share. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can do so from my website at coyotestarastrology.com. And I'm also over there on Instagram at Earth2Coyote. All right, everyone, have a beautiful new moon. Stay safe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.